Karl Rove today. You know, the U.S. Attorney scandal, well, we've got more notes that have come out about it, and there are some new revelations. It turns out Karl Rove and Harriet Miers got involved in firing the U.S. attorneys much earlier than they had earlier stated. And it goes back all the way to May and June of 2005 when they start writing emails talking about which U.S. attorneys should be fired for political reasons. Now, how do we know it's political reasons? Well, for example, in New Mexico, Democratic congressional candidate Patricia Madrid was running against Republican Heather Wilson. Heather Wilson writes an email saying, hey, can we get rid of this Madrid problem? Pete Domenici later goes ballistic on the same issue. He was the Republican senator from New Mexico at the time. And so Karl Rove writes an email, and then Scott Jennings, his underling, gets involved, and they basically tell the Justice Department, hey, this Iglesias has to move on Madrid, and that, quote, he had been shy about doing his job on Madrid. His job, which is to start an investigation before the election. Now, Iglesias, the U.S. attorney there, is a Republican, but is an ethical guy and believes in doing the law and carrying out his job. And he looks at it and goes, no, Madrid doesn't have any voter fraud. There is no real issue. I'm not going to charge her with a crime that they didn't commit under no circumstances. No. So since he makes that decision, they go ballistic and they go on a warpath to fire him. And there's Domenici calls 4 different times, Rove, Miers, etc. And what happens? They fire Iglesias. Not because he wasn't a Republican, not because of policy differences, but because he wouldn't do their political hatchet job. And then you see it again with Todd Graves in Kansas City. He was the U.S. attorney over there, removed as part of a White House broker deal with U.S. Senator Kit Bond. And then on Rick Renzi, he was a Republican that was being investigated. There is pressure put on by Harriet Miers and the others for the Justice Department to put out a statement saying that they don't believe that he is the target of the investigation, when at the time they knew he was the target of the investigation. Later, Rick Renzi was charged after the election. That was all done, all politics, all involving the White House, all involving Karl Rove for political reasons. Highly illegal. Now, of course, as usual, we come to the question of what are you going to do about it? And we'll see. We'll see if the Democrats or the Obama administration does anything about it at all.